No, it doesn't mean compassion is probably not the right word. It's not translated correctly.
No, I'm not. I'm not
just saying.
I'm not rebutting your point. I'm
right.
going on with a different point. Not everything I say is to put you down. Sometimes I just say things.
Oh, I see how it is.
I know, like, it often feels like everything Levi is saying, it's like to put me down or to try to make me look bad or to try to, like, impress the ladies. But often I just speak emes. Often I just speak divine truth. I'm just like a vessel. I feel like the divine truth flowing through me and out to the chat room.
Oh, Ginger's there. Hey, Ginger, how's it going? She hates being late. Boy, you couldn't be more late. You're 2 hours late, and you're lucky that
you missed an hour of bad audio. No worries.
No, you're lucky that we're even playing because we're usually done by now. Okay,
I love D-Medic. I really love D-Medic. Not in a gay way. I don't want to like transgress any of the commandments of the Torah. I just want to be.
I would really like to know who that is.
So why does the Torah ask us, the Jews, to abstain from sex for 3 days prior to the divine revelation? Is there something about sex that is impure?
Oh, I actually looked this up and I copied it here. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Now, Ginger says she's been spending time with her hubby before he leaves for 2 weeks, so we know what that means. They were having sexy time.
Thank you for broadcasting that. Okay. I copied this down, right? I copied this, right? But this, I did it off of PDF. I don't know if you know what that is. And I put it here, and it's backwards, so I have to read it from left to right. It doesn't. It's not hashlish.
Can you remember the essence of what it says?
Yeah, because I can actually do this. It says al tikshu el aisha. That it says don't get near the women, right? Kol shlosh yomim halalu kadeshiu hanoshim toivlis liyom hashlishi. Because what's going to happen is like this. It has to do with Tevila, that we want all the women to have taken a mikveh before Mount Sinai. Now check this out. It's very interesting. This is Rashi. Rashi says like this. Of course, you can ignore this in one ear and out the other because it's just
Rashi.
A man in the 1100s. It's not. It's just he pulled it out of his ass.
Go ahead.
Rashi. Oh, you're not even paying attention.
I am. I just want all women to abstain from sex for 3 days before they enter the chat room. Before they get the divine revelation.
From Rabbs, sitting on his chair.
Go ahead, make
okay.
your point.
Okay. It's not my point, it's what Rashi says, right? That if they didn't
Which
abstain...
comes from God.
Okay, so check this out. They go in to take a mikveh, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they had intercourse with their husbands, right, what happens? He shoots his wad, if you will.
Chas v'shalom.
No. You're allowed to do that, right? He shoots his wad.
Okay, then.
And it's going to stay alive for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And
it could start slipping out.
Yeah.
2.5 days later.
Yeah, I know. I've had girlfriends complain about that.
Really? Like they'll be like walking down the street and then...
See this? I gotta tell you this story. Okay, so the woman who gave me...
What do you...
I won't touch you with it. So
okay.
This is where I keep my dirty clothes. She brings me this hamper. She buys me this hamper. She says, you know, baby, this can handle 2 loads. Until a second you, baby.
Okay, thanks for sharing that with us. But I'm the guy with the chas v'shalom.
Chas v'shalom.
When I say 1 wad.
This was before my conversion.
Okay. Okay, so what are we saying here? So it could slip out. That could slip out, and we want her to be, you know, not having that situation. That would negate her mikveh. She'd need to wait for another mikveh, right? So we said, you know what? Take your mikveh. You know, do the nasty. Take your mikveh. You got. I'm sorry. And then you have 3 days, and if anything comes out, you can still take your mikveh and be ready for Mount Sinai. I believe that's right.
Well, that's a relief.
Yeah.
So, how big of a threat are blogs to Orthodox Judaism, to Orthodox Jews?
Well, you know what? That's a loaded question. So I actually clicked on your link there, and I read your blog entry on it, and you quoted a Rabbi. I don't remember. Lipschitz or something, and which is a funny name to be complaining about Lashon Hora, but you know, besides the pun, he had a very important point in this, and he was talking about anonymous bloggers. He wasn't talking about somebody like you. And he echoed what I said last week. So what do you think my opinion is?
I was just trying to wind you up.
He echoed my opinion. In fact, I would not be. It would not be unreasonable to believe that he watched our Torah talks and wrote it into Matzav.com. Basically, and he's not going to give me credit for it because he goes, "Oh, Rabbi Rabbs is unknown. I'll just take credit for this thing." And he actually said anonymous bloggers. When you read that, you must have shot your wad everywhere, right? Two loads because it must have been
forbidden.
Because it's exactly what I told you. It was anonymous bloggers, right? Have this power in the internet today, and this is the problem. And I absolutely agree with him on that. Where I don't agree with him is I think he should have went a step further and said it's not just anonymous bloggers. I don't know if an anonymous blogger has the power to persuade people as does people who actually give their name. I think what's more damaging to the Jewish people is the actual real bloggers like yourself.
Failed Messiah.
We don't know who he is.
Yeah, we did.
We do?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Shmaria Rosenberg, Scott Rosenberg, lives in near Minneapolis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we know who he is.
Yeah.
Because he
used to be Chabad, and now he's secular.
Right. Because I say the most damaging ones out there, right, are...
what are the absolute worst blogs that people should not read?
Oh, I would say that Gil Student one.
Here Karurim.
Oh my God.
Torah Musings.
Yeah, that one's horrible.
Okay. So don't read TorahMusings.com.
Right. Failed Messiah.
Don't read FailedMessiah.com.
Luke Ford.
Don't read LukeFord.net. Maybe you can come back with a list of forbidden blogs so that people can know what they should not read. Rabbi Rabbs' list of the 15 most forbidden blogs on the internet.
They make me nauseous to read them, but I would start with... yours is really not all that bad, because those two are the worst. I don't know.
Are there any movies out there that people should not watch?
Not watch movies?
Yeah.
Anything that has to do with anything Jewish, don't watch it.
What about TV? Are there any TV shows out there that people should not watch?
I don't know. I don't really watch that much TV. I don't even know what shows are on anymore. I really don't. I don't really watch TV. The only things I watch are like sports, Fox News. What else do I look at? I can't stomach much else.
It's important that the kids stay off crack.
Yeah, and stay in yeshiva. Don't do crack.
Do we have anything else this week? Are we done?
What is your opinion? I've given my opinion on bloggers. What do you say?
What's the question?
Do bloggers damage the Jewish community? Do they turn people away from Torah? Do they give a wrong concept of what the Torah is?
Some bloggers do and some bloggers don't. It's just like do cell phone users damage the Jewish community? Some cell phone users damage the Jewish community and some cell phone users strengthen the Jewish community. Some people who use the communication mechanism of faxing or blogging or newspapers in print or magazines or movies or television damage the Jewish community, and some build up the Jewish community and make it stronger. So it's a case-by-case basis in my opinion. So I always take D. Maddox's questions because he's so smart. Rabbi Rabbs, are you willing to take some time in an episode to show why some bloggers are damaging?
We could talk about it sometime. I don't really feel like
He's not really feeling it tonight.
Nah, I'm not really feeling it, but maybe in an upcoming episode, if we have nothing going on, we'll discuss it.
So, anything else this week?
Oh,
did you like Ushpizim?
No.
Why not?
Because it showed that's a great classic. Remember, I said that Jewish movies should be avoided because Hollywood invariably always gives
But that's not Hollywood. That's an Israeli movie.
Hollywood is
made by frum Jews.
Hollywood is not a city.
Okay.
Hollywood is the
film industry.
A euphemism for the film industry. Invariably, even when presented by and has input by quote unquote Torah observant Jews. Mm-hmm.